Question: what happens when you mix Juneteenth, Inglewood, California, and Kendrick Lamar? You don't just get a concert. You get a full-blown neural fireworks show inside your brain. Today, we are breaking down the neuroscience of Kendrick Lamar's 2024 Inglewood, California Juneteenth pop-out concert. And this one is personal for me because I was at the pop-out and I am a native of LA. We will talk about why the pop-out concert felt so personal, why people said it gave them chills, and why your brain is still thinking about it and we are still talking about it over a year later and probably will continue to talk about it for years to come. Part 1. The context. First things first, the setting matters. The concert was in Inglewood, California, Kendrick's home turf of Los Angeles, on Juneteenth. That's a double whammy for meaning. Neuroscience tells us that context shapes emotion. The amygdala, which is the part of your brain that processes emotional salience, lights up stronger when an experience connects with your personal or cultural identity. So for fans in LA on Juneteenth, our amygdalas weren't just awake, they were on fire. We were waving the Compton flag or the LA flag, if there is such a thing, saying this moment matters. Part 2, music and dopamine. Kendrick's beats hit and suddenly, boom, dopamine rush. We were spiked. Dopamine is your brain's reward chemical, and live music is one of your brain's biggest dopamine triggers, especially when you know the lyrics to a song. Studies show that anticipating a particular beat drop or a favorite verse, it spikes dopamine in your brain even before it happens. So when Kendrick opened his pop-out concert with Euphoria and the entire Inglewood Forum screamed the lyrics in unison, that was a dopamine tsunami, rewarding everyone just for being in sync. Part 3, social brain synchrony. Speaking of being in sync, concerts literally synchronize brains. Neuroscientists call it interbrain synchrony. When a group of people chant, sing, or clap together in rhythm, their brain waves actually align. This boosts oxytocin, which is the bonding hormone. This explains why strangers at a show suddenly feel like family. Again, since I was at the pop-out, I can attest that is exactly what happened. And no, I did not bond with any bots. There were human beings, over 16,000 human beings actually bonding. At Kendrick's pop-out, when thousands of people rapped bar for bar with him, that wasn't just fandom. That was neuroscience, turning the crowd into one giant neuroscientific heartbeat. Part 4, the chills effect. Ever get goosebumps during a performance? That's called frisson, a mini aesthetic chill. This happens when your brain's auditory cortex, which processes sound, and your reward system fire at the same time. Add in the hippocampus, the memory center, and suddenly a lyric connects with your personal story. That's why when Kendrick performs tracks tied to personal struggle, freedom, and pride, like Humble, DNA, Element, and All Right, fans don't just hear the music. We feel it deep in our nervous system. Part 5, Juneteenth plus collective healing. And here's the most powerful part. It was Juneteenth. The neuroscience of collective meaning says that when people gather together to celebrate culture and history, the prefrontal cortex, which is the part of the brain that assigns significance, goes into overdrive. Pair that with dopamine, oxytocin, and cultural pride, the result is something bigger than a concert. It's a neurochemical act of collective healing. That's why fans describe Kendrick's pop-out concert not just as a concert or a show or a performance, but as history. Conclusion. So yeah, Kendrick didn't just perform on Juneteenth in Inglewood in 2024. He literally rewired thousands of brains in real time. Dopamine, oxytocin, synchrony, fission, they were all firing like fireworks. Music is powerful, but when it's tied to culture, community, and meaning, that's when it becomes neuroscience magic. So, what about you? Did you watch Kendrick's pop-out concert live or online? Did you feel the chills, the goosebumps, the pride? Drop your experience in the comments and let's geek out on the brain science of all of it together. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell to receive more neuroscience of music breakdowns. Until next time, keep your brain buzzing and your playlist bumping. Peace.